Hi again, preschool friends. So today in our Jesus Time story, we're going to go back in time a little bit. If you remember last time we read together, we were reading from the book of Revelation, which is at the very end of the Bible. Well, now we're going back the other way a little bit, and we're going to read a story from the book of Matthew. And in this story, Jesus is actually telling a story, believe it or not. So the story we're going to read today is called The Treasure and the Beautiful Pearl. It is a parable, and that means that it's a story Jesus told to teach a certain lesson. So let's read together and find out what that lesson is. Let's do it. All right. Jesus once told two short stories about God's kingdom. A worker was plowing a field that belonged to someone else. Suddenly, his plow struck something very hard. The man stopped plowing and started digging in the ground to find out what it was. He thought that it was probably a big rock and wanted to remove it from the field so he could keep plowing. But what a surprise! There in the field was a box filled with costly treasure. Quickly the man covered the box back up with dirt and buried the treasure in the field. Then he rushed to town, where he sold everything he owned so he would have enough money to buy the field. He used all of his money to pay the owner for the field. Now the treasure that was buried there was his, and he was filled with joy. So he found a buried treasure. Another man bought and sold pearls. Everywhere he went, he looked for beautiful and expensive pearls that he could buy and then sell again to make money. Capitalism. Oh wait, I skipped a picture. One day, the man saw a very special pearl. It was the most beautiful pearl that he had ever seen. The man said to himself, "I must have this one perfect pearl. I will never sell it. I will always keep it for myself." So the man sold everything that he had, including all of his other pearls, and he bought the one that was very special. Now he was happier than he had ever been. Jesus told these stories to help people understand that God's kingdom is worth more than anything else in this world. It is the most precious treasure we could ever find. It is worth giving up everything else in this life. So, what we learned in our story today is true. There is nothing more precious than our relationship with God and our relationship with Jesus. And as you go throughout your life, as you get bigger, as you get older, that is only going to become more and more apparent. I promise you this as a grown-up talking to you, that you are going to find there is nothing more precious in this world than your relationship with your Lord and Savior, because it is so meaningful. You can trust in God always.